The picturesque towns of Queenstown and Arrowtown are connected by around 200 kilometres of purpose-built cycle trails which wind past vineyards and bungee jumps. The trail map will let you plan short rides or full-day expeditions and lets you know what to expect of the different trails. Some are easy riding, such as the Frankton track and the Kelvin Peninsula trail. Others will test your cycling ability with steep drops, climbs and tight turns, such as Jack's Point Trail and Shotover Gorge Trail. The trails are the work of Queenstown Trails Trust, who create, maintain and manage them in conjunction with partners and sponsors. Construction is a costly business, made even more so by the requirement for spectacular bridges and tunnels at some points. The main ingredient in the attraction of all these trails is the beautiful scenery. The most spectacular of the trails, in my opinion, is the Jack's Point Trail, which wriggles up and down above Lake Wakatipu, with views of Ben Lomond, Cecil Peak, Walter Peak and Queenstown. You may have to stop to take the views in because the trail demands a lot of attention as it works its way along the lakeside on a narrow and steeply undulating trail. Jack's Point Trail finishes at Jardin Park, where the Kelvin Peninsula Trail begins. This trail makes its way around the peninsula on a flat, easy riding trail through pine trees with wonderful views all around, and on a summer day the pine trees give off a wonderful scent. The peninsula has a beach that is popular for boaters and water skiers, and it's also home to one of the most scenic golf courses to be found anywhere, and the trail skirts a fairway with signs warning you to look out for flying golf balls. After the Kelvin Peninsula trail has left the actual peninsula, it follows the Frankton arm of Lake Wakatipu. This is easy riding to the Hilton Hotel, where the water taxi from Queenstown arrives, and then you go on to Kawarau Bridge. The old bridge is now used by pedestrians and cyclists, and it takes you to Frankton and onto a variety of cycle trail options. Jet boats whiz under the old and new bridges, filled with screaming thrill seekers. The Tucker Beach Trail is a relaxing meander alongside the Shotover River, where you can watch jet boats navigating the narrow waterway. Just short of a dramatic suspension bridge over the Shotover River, the trail becomes the Shotover Gorge Trail, which is a whole lot different. The Shotover Gorge Trail descends precipitously down into the Shotover Gorge, with tight bends to slow the gradient until you reach the Hugo Tunnel. The Hugo Tunnel is one of the most interesting features of the trails, and is a tunnel that was dug by gold miners in the 1800s, and it has been resurrected and made safe to form a link that you can cycle through to Arthur's Point and then on to Queenstown. The tunnel, which is about 100 metres long, has lighting powered by solar panels. The Arrow Bridges River Trail will take you from Arrowtown out to the bungee jumping bridge at Gippsland Valley. This is the highest bungee jump in Australasia and has been in operation for nearly 40 years. The bridge crosses the Kawarau River and jumpers are left dangling above the river unless they choose to have their heads dipped. From this point, the next trail is the Gippsland Valley Trail, which takes you out through the Gippsland Valley vineyards and past a recently created golf course. This trail will link up very soon with a very adventurous route through the Kawarau Gorge, which in turn will link up with the Lake Dunstan Trail to Clyde and then on to Middlemarch via the Otago Rail Trail, which will give you a couple of 100 kilometres of cycling fun.